So, it's the end of Vixen. Dang. After all this time, these past 6 weeks, I don't know, it felt like just last week we started watching as our young Mari grew in only a matter of days to become the fine piece of Vixen that she is right now. I'll be your village. So we start off where we left off from the last episode with Mari pretty much passing out in the desert. She's quickly woken up though by a lion who is apparently talking to her. Before she could call herself a crazy woman, even though everything she's been going through has been pretty crazy, she realizes that it's actually the spirits of her ancestors talking through the animals of the African savannah, and they give her the courage to go back and fight her sister. So together with her new animal friends slash ancestor spirits, they all stampede into the campsite and fight her sister and her goons, and in the end, using the spider that her sister used to take her medallion, pretty much Vixen uses the same one and takes it from her sister. So it's kind of like a, scratch your back, I scratch yours, or an eye for an eye if you want to be more precise. But yeah, right here is a pretty cool moment just because it's like we see Mari finally get in tune with who she is. She finally realizes who she is and accepts her powers and accepts everything that her legacy holds upon her. So it's an actually really cool thing that we get to see here. After defeating her sister and leaving her there, Mari just, some time passes, and we see that now Mari is the new hero of her city, and she's going around stopping mugs and stuff, and the typical hero thing, and we see this nice little moment between her and her dad where it's like, I finally know who I am, and I know there's been a lot of things that I haven't done or said, and then she hugs him saying, I love you, Dad. So that was very sweet. It was a nice moment, and I feel like it was a good moment to add in just because I did want to see a sort of closure between the two. So then she realizes that there are certain visitors here, and we see that it is Arrow and Flash once again visiting her. And before she could scare them off with her lion thing, even though they themselves said they weren't exactly scared, they would have come back anyways. Pretty much they discuss everything, and she decides to tell them that she appreciates it, but she wants her time to gain knowledge and experience in her powers, and then maybe later on she'll be willing to team up with them or train with them. She does ask with this really funny joke of oh, what cool name can I get? And Flash is like, oh, you think Arrow's a cool name? And then Arrow's like, oh yeah, what about Flash? And it was a funny little moment. So in the end, Flash actually tells her that Cisco named her Vixen, and after a little bit of banter between the two, that's one thing I really like about them in animated form. Flash and Arrow seem to banter a lot more in animated form, and it's like not annoying banter, but actually pretty like funny banter, and I like that. It shows the kind of connection between the two. So in the end, Vixen takes her new name, and we see that she becomes like the hero of her own city. And I really did enjoy everything that Vixen was. It was such a great show from what it was. Each episode was like 5 minutes long, but they were so great. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And I hope that the CW decides to pick it up and make it live action or animated. As long as I can see more Vixen in the Flareverse, I'll be really happy. So I really enjoyed this episode, and I think it was just really amazing with great development and a great way to end a great show. So next week, Flash and Arrow are both coming back on TV, so I'm really excited about that. Before then, I'm going to do my best to try to do Arrow Season 3 review, and then Flash season 1. I'm not gonna make any promises of like me finishing it before the shows come back, but I'll do my best. I'm already working on it. I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. I'm keeping some of it secret, but I am working on quite a few things. I'm writing a few scripts here and there for special videos that I'm making with certain people, but that's all I can really say right now, mainly because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. All I can really say is that it has a connection to the Media Nut himself. So yes, we're bringing back the topic of when Media Nut comes back, but that'll be for a later video. Anyways, honestly, yeah, like I said, great show. I loved Vixen. I felt like it was a really great way to introduce us to a new hero that isn't entirely well known, and because of this, I hope I see a lot more of her. She's a great character, very likable, awesome personality, and has that can-do attitude that I just really like seeing in most female protagonists. So with that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll leave an annotation somewhere up there or around wherever, or a card or whatever I'll use, so for you guys could watch the playlist for the entire season 1 of Vixen, and then I'll also leave something for you guys to see the latest reviews that I've done for Era. You know, related, might as well. So with that, have a great night, guys, and I will catch you all later. See ya!